What's up guys, MartyBlendz back with us in my tutorial. We've got a beautiful low fader run through, but before we get into that, if you're a beginner looking to master barbering, visit MartyBlendzUniversity.com. Alright, let's get it. First up, moisten up the hair. You want to make sure you primarily focus on the top of the ears where you'll be parting the hair. Next, take a comb with a splitting tooth and run it through the parietal area of the head to make a section. Be sure it's straight and even. You want to do the same on both sides. If the client has lengthy hair like this, then you gotta be a bit more patient and creative because it is gonna get in the way. Now, as you can see, clip away the top from the side so you can have a clean side to work on. Next, you have to clip over comb the sides to be as efficient as possible. We do this so we can get rid of as much bulk as quick as possible, but if your client doesn't have this much hair on the sides, then you could skip this step. Alright, using a trimmer, you want to start creating a baseline. I like to start guiding myself from the ear line to the C-cups pretty low, but eventually dropping it towards the back. Now be sure to contour the baseline to the shape of the head so it fits the client perfectly. You don't want this to be just a flat line all the way through and then it just doesn't fit the client. Next, flip the trimmer around and remove all the hair left behind underneath that baseline. If you do use a trimmer with both blades on the scalp, you can cause a rotation, so I suggest you flip it around. Also, especially if you have a very zero gap trimmer, I would be careful. Now, I prefer to use a high vis to debolt because it ranks up in speed whenever it senses that it's going to tug pretty clutch, and I do have a code at wall MartyBlendz if you want to get yourself a high vis. Next, using a preferred clipper, we'll create a 1/2 inch guideline all around the head. Using a 1.5 with the lever open, we'll move up 2 inches. We do this so we get space to blend within. And now with a 2, we'll go right above to blend in all the bulk for a smoother transition. Remember, when reaching these areas, you want to flare away at the top of every stroke. Now, if you want to be very detailed, I'd suggest you go with blending shears and just, use the tips of that blending shear in order to get the tips of the hair. It just works perfectly whenever it drops down and it's going to look seamless. Now, the next thing you want to do is clip on a 1 open and use the corners to remove the line within. This is much more time consuming than anything, and if you see that it doesn't cut the hair you're cutting, then close the lever fully to take out the line. Now, you'll see that I eventually do it because some of the lines were a little bit too harsh, so I open and close all the time within this step. Finally, close the lever and remove the baseline all around. Now through this step, you want to spot the darker areas of the blend and make sure you work on them right away. Don't forget that that baseline is going to be visible right away, so you're always going to come back to it and remove that. These little dark spots and these kind of little details you could forget, so just work on them right away as soon as you see them. Now this step takes a lot of patience, especially on low fades. It's worth the time, but I suggest you just have a bunch of patience and use a bunch of corners while doing so. Listen, if you need help barbering, want to talk to me live, or join a real community with barbers, I built MBU, one of the best barber courses out. Hit MartyBlendzUniversity.com or the first link down below. Alright, so here I made sure to remove all the stubble with the shaver to give it the baldness, and honestly could last a little bit longer for my client. Next, C-cups. What I suggest is you use the left side of that blade for the left C-cup and vice versa. As for the top, you want to moisten and V-section. Cut only focusing on the sides before the front, so that way you tailor it all and nothing drops down over that fade. If you want the exact method I used to cut the top, we go deeper in MBU. Finally, we're going to blow dry and add a bit of clay. This is the ARTÉ clay, available soon, so if you want to be on the wait list, go to ARTÉProfessional.com. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. This is the beautiful outcome, and if you want more, like this video. Again, I'm MartyBlendz and I'm out. Peace.